welcome. As you can see, I've not moved out yet. I don't have a job yet, so I don't know who I'm going to. But when you're watching this, you'll know who I'm going to. So technically, you'll know the job I've got before I do. But I'm recording it. Some weird Inception shit. We've gone to the end of the transfer window. No jobs. I'll talk you through what happened in a sec. We did have a job interview. But I haven't looked at, I forgot the name, Porto at all. Not even kept an eye on it. So the transfer window is now closed. Let's go and have a look what Porto did. I'm worried. I think they're going to solve like one big name, like Guy for 100 million or something like that, which will then fund probably like 5 shitty players. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to the Journeyman. As you can see there, we've got all the jobs. So, 2 jobs became available in La Liga. One was Athletic Bilbao. Now, if you don't know, Athletic Bilbao can only sign certain players from the... It's just gone out of my head. Blur region. Meaning they're quite a tricky club to manage. There's only a small batch of players you can get. I think you can sign like 16s and under as well from anywhere in Spain. But that it's a bit of it's more of a project, that one. So I didn't fancy it. But the other one that came up was Villarreal, which is not bad. They did finish 16th last season. They're expected to get like mid-table-y, but they finished 16th. So I applied, got the job interview, obviously. 2 things worried me about the job interview. One was that they expected mid-table. They did finish 15th last season. But the main one was when we got to talk of the transfer budget, and they said the transfer budget is £315,000, which is a little on the low side. So I said, I'm going to need a much bigger, the highest option, I'm going to need a much bigger transfer budget, because if they say no, that's fine, move on. But they offered me the job, so I was like, oh, okay, how much have you upped it to? 375,000. So they were really hoping the extra 60k was going to tip me over the edge. So I said no. But Sevilla are insecure currently. And they're not a bad little team. They've got great facilities, secure financially, which is... They've dropped down a little bit. So a few years ago, they got 4th, then 5th, then 8th, then 10th, then 15th, then 15th. And then they climb back up 10th, 11th, 13th, 8th. So they're on an upward somewhat trajectory. They've obviously had a terrible start to the season. But let's have a look at Porto. They're first. That's a good sign. Are they undefeated? Yes, they are. After 5. They've already drawn one, though. That's poor. That's poor. Right. Oh, my. Oh, no. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Why have you done that? They've done it again. Adita's gone. One of the few Portuguese players left. 31 million. Mr. Slobby has been sold for £29.5 million to Chelsea. He's at 56. It's not even in his prime. That's a shocking. Like, Adito's great. Like, I would have kept him. He's good and he's Portuguese. But he's not a like, world beater. So the money, that sort of transfer is okay. Right? But getting that little amount. Godwin Asia went for 49.5 million. So you basically got rid of the last 2 bloody Portuguese players in the team. I like having some local lads in. So he's gone to Chelsea as well. Guy, that's not enough money either. Guy has gone to Liverpool for £73 million. Should have been a lot more than that. Should have been upwards of 100, to be honest. Oliveira's got... Tottenham's gone. What the fuck are you doing? Tottenham's gone for 15 million. Yeah, you should sell him because look how bad his fucking stats are. Oh, no, wait. It's amazing. Absolutely ridiculous. It's not... We're not done yet. Cochrana's gone for 54 million to Tottenham. And they never win anything. Tom's gone. 16 million to Anderlecht. You got to keep him. These shirt sales, man. Shirt sales. And what do they do with the money? They got this guy on a free, Frans de Wit, 33-year-old Dutch right midfield. I suppose if they need wingers, but then they've got, they've signed a 33-year-old winger with no pace. Oh, he's the left-footed one as well. Okay. Great experience and stuff, but you really need the physicals if you're going to play on the wing, man. I'm no expert, but I feel like that's a big deal. They've got a signed player on loan from Real Madrid. Okay, good. So that's their left winger. So they've got 2 left wingers so far. That's fine as a loan deal. They signed Francesco De Gregorio from Manchester City. 42 mil. Okay, so a right winger. Okay, so that's they got the positions they needed, but they've culled the rest of the team. Because if you're going to use wingers, then you probably don't need as many centre mids. So I can understand 1, maybe 2 going. But you've sold 1, 2, 3. You've loaned 1 out, 4. 5. You've got rid of 5 midfielders. Junior Rodriguez from Monaco on loan. He's a right back. But we have right backs. Okay. And you've gone big and bought Matthias Andia from Racing Club for 2.2 million as an 18-year-old. He's not what? What? So yeah, 270 million in, 44 million out. At least they haven't strengthened their rivals. It looks like most of those players went abroad, so that's good, I guess. Who's their manager? Marcello Gallardo. Look at him. He's so happy. He's a smug little bastard. At least they didn't get rid of the strikers. Miley Barris. Oh, he's gone back and he was on loan. I thought they kept him. Right. Okay. Not ideal. Right. I'm going to go get a job and I'll find out. But I'll find out who it is in a minute. Welcome, my friends, to Valencia. I was just reading the thing. And it says, Doki was the subject of considerable criticism in SC Porto in February following the humiliating Taca to Portugal placard exit at the hands of Sporting. Yeah, forget the unbeaten season, mate, and 2 in a row, and, Europa League finals and Champions League runs. No. Remember that time he got knocked out of the shitty cup? Right, we are at Valencia. It was the first job after the start of season and all the sort of, merry-go-round of managers. It was the first job that could become available. It was almost Villarreal again, because their new manager's sucking balls. But Valencia, very good. There's one slight issue. Not the facilities, because we've got a 93,000-seater stadium. Built in 2021. 93,000-seater stadium. I'll show you this. Show you what's going on. I haven't really looked. This is the problem. This season, mid-table. We're below mid-table right now, but mid-table. Next season, challenge for the title. Yeah, no. Just fucking mid-table, challenge for the title, mate. Yeah. It's easy, isn't it? Halfway up already. You're halfway there. That's quite scary. And they only want us to develop the club using the youth system. That's fine. So let me take a look at the team. As always, I'm not going to use our super tactic from Porto. I like to just try different stuff every team we go to. So we're going to mix something up. Have something with wingers, maybe. You sort of miss having the wingers when you just don't use them. Right. Okay. Finances. We've got 16 million quid to spend. Got a good bank balance. They are considered rich. We've got 160 odd grand to spend on wages. So it's everything. Massive stadium. Everything's there. But I think next season is going to be the tricky one. I think we can get mid-table. We've only just started the season. We're sitting 13th. I think mid-table's doable. I've only really looked at the key player, who's this guy, Matthew Parris, who is a pretty damn good ball-winning playmaker-y. He's got a bit of everything, isn't he? Ball-winning midfielder, but his marking's a little bit low. But he's got amazing passing, but his vision's a little bit low. But all-rounder, really. And a solid right-back, although not the most attacking. So a solid central midfielder that can play multitude of roles. 22 years old, 4.5 star. I like that. Our hot prospect is Solomon Philip. Tony to his mates. 18-year-old Spanish fella who's a left winger, 2-footed. It's all right, innit? His crossing's a little bit. The physicals are pretty shit. Right, let's have a look at the squad then, boys. Immediately, I'm looking like, who can I cull? So he's leaving on a free. Why are we letting him leave on a free? 115 grand a week. Who's our highest paid player? Lord Farkas. Damn. Are we paying all his wages? Okay, so that guy leaving on the free is actually one of my highest paid players. That's probably why. Right, potential. We got any? Ooh, 19-year-old goalkeeper. Why is he not a wonder kid? He's 19. Okay, solid all-rounder. That's very nice. We've got Parris, who we looked at. And then we've got Humberto Gatan. Nice. Freddie Mercury fella. So many bald people. He's 20 years old. 20 years old! There's a lot of drugs in Colombia, you can tell. Yeah, really nice. Really nice centre-back. Ball-playing centre-back. Like it. He's Colombian. And then we've got Nacho Chirac. Ooh! Oh, that's fruity. He's a lefty, but can only play on the right. Okay, that's fine. Could go with inverted wingers. What about a 4-4-2 with inverted wingers? Something we've not really used too much. We have a think about it. I like this fella. So we've got some decent young players. How many oldies we got in the squad? We've got a listed goalkeeper that's on 50 grand a week. That's shit. Brilliant. We've got Daniel Trejo. Little Mexican fella. Left winger. Got the guy that's leaving. We've got a 31-year-old that's out on loan. Actually, it's not bad. Good free kick taker as well. Mo, is that his name? We might get him back in. We got Jose Luis Diaz. Oh, we got some good. Oh, so he's an inverted winger. Only plays on the left, but is a right footy. Interesting. I guess we could try it. I've not really used too much inverted wingers, but I know people rave about them. I'm old school. 30-year-old Czech, solid playmaker. Mikel Santos. We've got quite a few oldies in there, but, you know, we'll get that sorted soon enough. Got Ramos. Not bad. Good physicals, like the physicals. 22 years old. We've got a pretty well-rounded team. Let's have a look at positions. So who's our main goalkeeper? Pablo Fernandez. We've got 2 Pablos. Okay, solid goalkeeper with this guy ready to take over, basically, which is fine. Centre-backs, we got Ferrati, who's Brazilian, capped under 20, because, of course, that's the law. Less of a ball-playing centre-back, but he's all right. Then we got Gata. Let me just pick a. I'm not using this setup, but I just want to go 4-4-2 just to have a. Just to get an idea. We're not going to play any games today, so if you're just worried about the games, you can skip on to the next episode. But this is just to getting to know you. 6.48! 6.48! Okay, youngster, you get a chance. Congratulations. So then we got the Colombian. So we're lacking centre-backs, like, horribly. Hopefully these dudes are centre-backs. No, he's not. He's got 8 jumping reach. And he's 31 years old. Okay, what about the other dude? Jose Garcia. You better be a fucking centre-back. Thank God for that. Another Colombian. Okay. So we have our Colombian Colombian centre-back partnership sorted. Who's this guy? Spanish. Is he a centre-back? Not really. He's actually not a bad player to sit on the bench, potentially. But let's just see. Let's build a basic team. Jaro, what are you like? Okay, centre back. We'll put you on the bench. So right back. How long are you dead for? Can we not send him back? Damn it. Just got to do with the extra cash, to be honest. How long are you out for? 2 weeks, that's good. You're out for 4 weeks, that's good. I don't think we actually need that guy. Need to look at the strikers as well. None of them popped up in our good list. So Ramos. All right. He's all right. And then his backup. Is... no, he's the inverted winger. I guess his backup is Vodenal. Okay, so you'd be back up. Right backs, we got Lord Farquhar, got Ibanez, who's leaving on a free. He's on loan. Oh, this is the Parris fella, aren't we? I think we're more likely to play him at centre back, midfield if possible. He's not bad, okay. So we've got no naturals apart from Tanaka. He's righty, isn't he? Yeah. I think we'll go with Alberto as our right back. A solid all-rounder. Good stamina for full-back. That's nice. And then Parris will play like midfield somewhere. And then... So Diaz goes on the left. And then... Who's the righty fella? Who's the righty fella? That's it, Jacques Chirac. That's the one. He's a fucking beast. He's an absolute beast. And then we got one of these. Karim Krejemhima. French. Sounds like it. He's also an inverted winger. On the right. But can play centre mid. Okay, so you go like here. Let me stick David in the middle. Little bit weak in the centre of the park, I'd say. Right, up top, give me something. Slim pickings, lads, if we're going to play two up top. The sudden realisation has hit me. So we've got Mikel Santos. Yes, Mikel. Okay, we've got a good striker. He's got 2 caps for Spain, boys. Okay, he'll do. He's actually probably a complete forward, isn't he? Looks pretty well-rounded. Good, decent in the air. 6'2". Okay, Santos, welcome. And then we've got Njoku, who's of course Nigerian. Stanley Njoku. Not bad. He'll do until the transfer window, I guess. Oh, much better. We've got Ben Alozi. He's Nigerian. Another sort of complete forward, decent in the air. Okay, so the winger thing might work quite well because we've got 2 fellas who can head a ball. So that'll be Benaloze and Njoku as our backup. Can you see how much? Where do you see how much they're paying? Okay, they are paying half the money. Right, we got any? Do we not have a B team? Andy, is he Brazilian? No. Oh, Andy, he's going bald already at 16. That is unlucky. Unless it's still growing, he's that young. Aragon? Okay, not ideal. That's the Solomon Philippi fella. I'll stick him in the top team. Especially initially, we need a bit of depth. It's Vidomistala. So we do have a B team. It's in the lower division. So cool. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, here we are. Oh, here we go. Kept that quiet, lads. We got some monstrous players. Why are they not in the first team? Get rid of the fucking oldies. All right, Sergio Souza, wanted by a bunch of teams on loan. Striker, okay. Crap finisher. But everything else is kind of there. Concentration is a bit low. But we need a fourth if we're going to play two up top anyway. Right, you're in. Congratulations. Adrian Martinez. He's got hair like a walnut whip, but solid playmaker material. Oh, this is good. This is good. And Joseba X... What's that name? Come on now. Okay, he could be an inverted winger. And he's... that hairline at 19. I wonder if there was no discussion at Sports Interactive when they were like, hey, man, look, we've designed a system for the regens. Oh, that's cool. Have you done anything about, like, what they look like based on their age? Nah. It just randomly generates it, mate. Like, I feel like you could do better than that. Okay. Not a bad striker. Can finish. 19 years old. Alonso, you're in. Xabi, get there. An old Kimanan. Couple of holes in his game. We do already have a good youngster, so I think I'll leave him getting game time here. We've just, like, destroyed our B team. Right. No great names. Not many fun names, which is disappointing. We can get... Oh, Carcass. I didn't realise. Our goalkeeper's called Pablo Carcass. That's definitely how it's pronounced. Carcass. That's not bad. I like that. And David. We got David. Parris. Nice, easy pronunciations. We got Jacques Chirac. Ask your parents. And Joko. Why do I keep pronouncing him like he's Nigerian? We've actually got a Nigerian. Olozi. He's got to be... He's Nigerian. Boom! Fucking hell. That's what I'm like. Yeah. Knowledge. Right, that's more like it. Look at some of these wonder kids. We can have a big cull of all the fatty trimmings in the transfer window. We're at the end of November now, so we've got a month to work out who we want to keep. And this season, like I said, I think we'll be okay this season because I think we just need to get mid-table. And if we can get mid-table, we should be able to blood in some of these youngsters whilst getting mid-table. Because next season's going to be a fucking nightmare. So, I think we are in the Europa League. We've got two. Oh, that's a bit close. Red Star, Marseille and AGF. But, what do they want? They want, like, semi-finals, don't they? Of the Europa League semi-finals. They want a lot, don't they? They want a lot. We've got excellent facilities, good youth, and all that sort of stuff. What's the improve youth recruitment, please? You haven't been with us very long, so what? It's a good point, regardless, isn't it? Especially because you want me to develop players using the club's youth system. Right. So, ignore the bit on the left. But I might go 4-4-2. With some sort of inverted winger setup, because I've not really done that. And last time we did something we've not really done before, we had an unbeaten season. So, but on those facts, like, where can it go wrong, right? Okay, I think the player that's going to make this save is this dude. He's going to make... He's just good at everything he needs to be good at. I really like him. I think he could be very, very... He's even half decent in the air as well. I think this guy could be very, very good. And he's come through the academy. 3 goals, 5 assists this season. Now I just need to work out what the fuck I do with inverted wingers and how I use them. I don't know. Feel free to give me some tips in the comments below. Right, there we go, my friends. Welcome to Valencia, our final stop on the Journeyman this year. No idea how long we're going to stay here. Obviously, it's probably a minimum of a 2-year project, but it might be 3, might be 4. Depends how much we're all enjoying it. And then once that's done, my secret project will take place, and then it's not a big long save. So once that's done, the next bit will be the one team club, which I will announce that we know who we're doing and we're involved in the club. I'm actually helping them build, because they don't have a merchandise shop. So me and my nephew are actually running all the processes behind the scenes to get their club shop up and running to be able to sell merchandise and stuff. So we're getting proper involved with this club. I might even do some blogs and stuff if we get more involved down the future and stuff like that. Need to sort out the YouTube channel. It's crap. Right, there we go, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you do. I'll see you next time. Got to buy a house as well. That's always fun. Bye-bye.